Today in this video we are going to continue our chapter number 3, that is customizing Windows 7. So till now we have completed some practical thing and we learned about the window component. In this video we're gonna learn some practical things about screensaver, shortcut and some important features of Windows 7. So without wasting a time, let's start. We will learn different components of Windows 7. What are the different parts contained by Windows 7? So first is icon. Okay, these all small graphical components are called icon. Next is the blue area. This area, it is called desktop, right? From here to here, the full screen of laptop is called desktop. Next is this one, the start. This is called start button. Where I am pointing this pointer, it is called start button. And this area from here to here, it is called taskbar. Why it is called taskbar? Because it will show us which file and what work we are doing in our computer. Next is, this is a date time area. Okay, this is the date time area and this is a notification bar where we will get the notification whatever we have done or what task is completed by our computer, it will be shown here. Now let's learn in detail about the components. First is desktop. This is the screen. You can see here the cursor is moving. This is the screen appears when computer is booted with Windows 7 operating system. When you will turn on your computer, when you will switch on, when you will start your computer, the first screen appear on your computer, that will be called desktop, right? Next is icon. These are the small graphical object. These are the small graphical object shows various programs, file, folders, etc. The associated programs can be opened by double clicking these icons. That means suppose you want to open your file, you can double click over it and you can easily go to that file. This file, I'll double click over it and this file will open. Okay. Next is shortcuts. What is shortcut? You can see here I have created for showing you shortcut icon. See, I have created of MS Paint. What is shortcut? These objects are linked to the files and folders or program shorted at some other location. These are represented by the icon having a jump arrow to its lower left corner. Like this, suppose I don't know where it is located, where my paint software is located. Okay, somewhere in my computer. So it's very tough, it's difficult to find it out. So first I'll find my file where it is located, then I'll create the shortcut of my file on the desktop screen. So it will help me to find it easily. Next is taskbar. This is the taskbar, right? It contains start button, search bar, and this is the task, and these are notification bar, date and day. And taskbar, this is the component. It is it is located at the bottom of the desktop screen by default. We can change the position of the taskbar as well. Our taskbar by default it is located at the bottom of the screen, but we can move either this side or upside. Now start button. Start button, it is a gateway to Windows and the Windows based program that is stored in our computer. When we will click on it, the start menu that help to launch any program, search and setting and etc. This is the start button. When you will click over it, you can see the different files, folder, program which are available in your computer memory can list here. Okay, you can easily open these files from start button as well. Next is start menu. This menu provide options in two different pan. The left pan gives the access. See, again the same thing it is talking about. This is the start menu. When you will click over the start button, your screen, the half screen will appears on your desktop. One side will show the files which are presented in your computer and other side will show the program which can be accessed with the help of internet. Right?
You how to change the date and time. So very first we'll go at the corner. You can see here date and day. Click over it. You will get one dialog box. Return the date, calendar and the clock. Here you can see the option change date and time setting. Click over it. When you will click over it, you will get another dialog box like this, where you can change the time and you can change the date as well. When you will click over the change date and time, one dialog box will appear where the date and the time you have to fix according to you. Here you will fix the date and you will set the time. Okay, this way you can set the time and date. Click OK. After clicking OK, then another dialog box will ask, is it okay to change? And after clicking OK, you can see the date and time has been changed.
Now I'll show you how to change the desktop wallpaper. So what is wallpaper? Wallpaper is the background image or picture which appears behind all the object. So to change the background, we will right click first and there we will get an option of personalize. Click over it and here we will get background option and some different pictures, and choose your picture and go back to the desktop. This way we can change the desktop wallpaper. Now next we will learn how to use Paint drawing as a wallpaper. So very first we will draw MS Paint. We can draw anything. It is not compulsory to use these shapes. We can write a text as well. Okay, so we will save it like a Control S. Save it in a desktop. My wallpaper. Okay, I saved it. Now we will go back. Now this is our file. click over it. Here you will get an option set as a background desktop. Click over it. Now this way we can change our desktop background. Okay. Now our next topic is screensaver. What is a screensaver? A screensaver is an animation or pattern which runs on the monitor screen automatically when the computer system is in idle mode. Idle mode means when you are not performing any task in the computer, that is called idle mode. It helps to save the monitor screen from damage and to increase its life. Now for changing our screensaver, we will right click first and go to the personalize option. So we will go here, type screen saver. Okay, then you can see here I'm getting two options: turn a screensaver on or off, or change screensaver. So both are same, both will lead me to the main page. So I'll click over here, I'll change something, I'll make it to the ribbons. Okay, and let me see the preview. Preview means after applying this screensaver, how our screen will look. I'll do preview. See, this means after 1 minute, when our desktop will be idle, it will appear this way. Okay, so apply it, and we have already fixed 1 minute as the time. After applying it, click OK and go back to the desktop screen. Just wait for the 1 minute. After 1 minute, you will see screensaver will automatically work.
Suppose you have opened multiple windows on your desktop and you want to minimize all except one where you want to focus right now. You can do it quickly by using arrow shake. You can minimize all your window to taskbar quickly using window button. But here you want to minimize all except one. Windows 7 arrow shake feature will help you to do so quickly. Just hold the top of the window you want to keep open using your mouse and give it a little bit of shake, and you will find other window will drop to the taskbar. Now you got nice clear view which you want to focus. If you want other window again, you can shake it again. Other window will automatically will be at the screen in front of you. Now next is arrow snap. It is a Windows 7 feature to help you to compare two windows side by side easily. Let's check it out. Here I have two similar types of pictures and I want to pick up the best one to share it with my friend. To be able to find the good one, I want to compare it side by side. I dragged picture to get 50% of the desktop so that I can compare it easily. Now, the next feature is arrow peek. This feature can be used to quickly view the desktop by making all the opened window transparent. It can be used by pointing the Show Desktop button in the lower right hand corner of the taskbar. Here you will jump list will show quickly recently opened files. Now, next feature is arrow flip. This feature can be used to flip between the two or between the different opened window in 3D mode. This feature can be activated by pressing Ctrl plus window key at the same time. You can also use arrow key or mouse scroll button to navigate among the windows in 3D mode. You can drag any item in the jump list, copy it to another location. Example, you can drag a document from a jump list to the email message if you want to send it to someone. Now, next is sniping tool. This tool can be used to capture a screenshot appearing on your monitor screen and then annotate or rotate, save or share the image. Using this feature, you can capture freeform snap or freeform snipe, rectangular snipe, window snipe or full free screen snipe. This tool can be activated directly from the start menu. After clicking the screenshot, you can edit it, you can crop it, or you can make any other change. If you want to use that picture in your document, in your file, you can easily upload it in that. You can see on the screen how we have taken a screenshot in the laptop. After clicking it, after taking a shot, we have saved it with some name. After saving it, we will use and we can use further in other document as well. Sticky notes. Sticky notes can be used to do list, a reminder or anything else you want to write using a pad of paper. You can write a note using keyboard or tablet pen to write anything on the sticky paper. As you can see here on the screen, this feature help us to write down anything on that paper so that it will remind us later on. You can write a note using keyboard or tablet. I'm going to tell you the steps to open sticky note in your desktop. So first you have to go to the start menu, then you will find there a accessories option. Accessories option, after you will get it, you have to turn on the sticky note option. After turning it on, you will get different types, different size and different colors of sticky note on your desktop. You can change the size of your sticky note or you can change the color as well, and you can drag it to anywhere on the window. If you don't want it, you can delete it also, or you can remove it from the desktop screen. We have completed this chapter. I hope you like it, learned each and every part.